You are in the soul space, and tonight we're going to be doing a beautiful angel meditation. So thank you all for joining me. As you know, the drill every week, we have some housekeeping to do because I have to log on and share the show because of COVID. I'm still in my home studio instead of in our beautiful Gov's Comedy Club radio studio. So I hope all of you are having a great week. We had some very intense planetary energy these last few days, especially from last weekend when we had our beautiful eclipse. But I hope that whatever transpired for you, everything is going well. So I'm going to give everyone a chance to just settle in and log on. We're going to talk a little bit about mindfulness today, and then we're also going to talk about how to meditate and what the best way to really get relaxed and in your Zen is. Going to fix some lighting while we're waiting for the show to log on. In the meantime, if you're looking on where to find me online, you can always look me up on social media on Facebook, Zenkuda, and this show is broadcast on there, and then it's also put on our YouTube channel. So you can watch me on YouTube and, pretty much wherever you guys want to see me. I see John's on and Janine. So I got to fix this light. I wish I had my Sally, but I don't. Maybe a couple more weeks. We're actually renovating the studio over at Gov's. So that should be really fun. So when you see me back in the studio, it's going to have a whole new look. So that'll be pretty neat. Okay, so as I said, tonight we're going to talk about meditation and the best ways to meditate. I'm also going to, it's Mercury retrograde. I'm also going to do an angel meditation tonight. So for those of you who love your angels, our angel is here. This is a very special angel. This beautiful lady is somebody that usually is in my healing room. And many of my, for those of you who know me, I work with a lot of cancer patients, and this beautiful angel has been part of our cancer circle, our Reiki circles, and for our cancer coalition for many years. So I'm very honored to have her in the soul space tonight. She's my guest, our beautiful angel. So I'm going to share the show so you all can find me. Whoops. Copying the link, going to my page. The internet's been very slow today and I apologize. I try and edit out the dead air when we put them on YouTube. So love questions and comments. So definitely until we're going into our meditation, feel free to ask me anything that you need to ask. If there's anything you're wondering about the current energy, I'd be happy to weigh in. So astrology this week, we have a lot going on, but on the 12th, we've actually got Mercury going direct. Yay! My computer stuff will actually start to work. So that'll be good. I don't know why the computer is not working. I hope you guys are getting me on the broadcast. It has been unbelievable around here with glitches and everything going. I could actually just cry, but I won't. So I don't know, if anybody out there could share the show on my page, that'd be great. Just getting really, I've had enough of doing all this stuff from home, as you guys probably know. Really need to get back into real life, miss life. Try it again. So the first 15 minutes of the show is this crap. Not good. But what are you going to do? It is what it is, right? Okay, so I want to talk about mindfulness and meditation because I know that we are all very much involved in what's going on in the world right now, and we're all involved in a lot of chaos. And I think meditation and mindfulness is a great way for us to stay grounded. And one of the things that helps me throughout the course of the day, because obviously we all get pulled in all different directions and things like that. And so during the course of the day, one of the ways that I actually go back into what's real to me and what I truly value is I think about something pleasant, something joyful, And that usually brings me right back into the present. So when I talk about mindfulness, what am I really talking about? Well, mindfulness is paying attention on purpose. Many times throughout our day, we get really caught up in stories, and we get really caught up in things that we're assuming, or we're assigning an emotion or a story to. We have an outcome in our head before anything actually really happens. And that's because we're not mindful. We're not really in the moment. But when we can think about doing things and stay fully present in the moment of what's really going on in our lives, then we actually not only enjoy the moment more, and we have 100% invested in that moment, but it also helps us to not block out opportunity. Because in order to take an opportunity to its fullest potential, we have to be there and be fully present in that moment to recognize it, to understand it, to use our intuition in order to go forward with it, whatever that opportunity may be, whether it's for a new connection, a relationship, something in our work life. Mindfulness and being present in the moment enhances that and makes it that much more not only exciting and satisfying for us, but also makes us more in love and more in present with our lives. And we're less likely to make bad decisions. We're less likely to take wrong action because we're fully present in the moment, and we're not experiencing something halfway while paying more attention to the story in our head than what's really going on in reality. So I wanted to do a meditation tonight and talk a little bit about mindfulness. I'd love to hear all of your experiences with mindfulness and how you stay present in your daily life. Hi John, hi Janine, hi Andrew, and how you use mindfulness to stay present. There's a few tricks that I do. Some of them are very personal to me, and some I'll share with you. One of the ways that I stay mindful throughout the day is breath and breath work. And it's really important, the relationship that we have with our breath. If you think about it, the first thing that happens when we're born and we're brought into this life and we're incarnated in this lifetime that we've chosen is we take a breath, right? Babies are born and they breathe. And the very last thing we do in our lifetime is take a breath. So the relationship that we have with our breath is the foremost relationship, the most important relationship we can ever have in our life. And if we learn how to breathe properly and use our breath to bring us back to the present in a mindful way, what happens is we start to experience life in a really different way because we're forming a relationship with our breath that becomes the foundation for all the experiences in our life. And very simple, just through breathing, we can do that. We can change our whole experience and our whole life through breathing. And one of the things that I teach in my mindfulness classes that I teach a lot of realtors. I've been a realtor for 25 years. And one of the things in the mindfulness classes that I do for my realtors is I practice something and I show them something called box breathing. And box breathing is actually a procedure that Navy SEALs use when they're in a tense situation. They feel themselves getting not fully present. Obviously, it's very important when a Navy SEAL is on a mission to be fully present and take advantage of every opportunity and his situational awareness. So they have to stay fully present in every moment, and they're trained to do that. And one of the tools that they use is box breathing. And what it is just picture a box, a square box in your mind, and your breath is going to go around that box. So the inhale, hold, exhale, hold. And it's a 4-second rotation. So you breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it, and pause for 4 seconds. Then the bottom of the box is you breathe out for 4 seconds, and the other side is you hold that for 4 seconds. So just try it with me. Breathe in for 4 seconds, and hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 4 seconds, and hold for 4 seconds. Just 3 rotations of that box for 4 seconds. Breathe, pause, breathe. Actually settles down your parasympathetic nervous system. It brings oxygen to the brain, and it will change the experience that you're having in the moment. And if you get in the habit of doing that throughout your day and just check in with yourself, you'll start to establish a relationship with breath, and that creates mindfulness. You're fully mindful of what's going on in the room, in the car, in traffic, at wherever you are. If you're listening to a beautiful piece of music, suddenly it's more heightened, colors are brighter, you're fully present in the moment. So not only is that joyful and high in a trip, but it's also got a lot of productivity to add to your life, because as you're fully present, like I say, any opportunity that presents itself, or any danger that presents itself, or any information that presents itself, if you're fully present, now you can utilize that to your most powerful perspective. And that's how we become truly powerful, by mindfulness and working with our breath. And so I always take great pleasure in teaching those classes, because usually about a week after I teach one of those classes, someone will call me or text me or email me or phone me, or talk to me and say, just that has changed my life. Just breathing properly has changed my life. I never realized how often during the day I hold my breath, or I'm tensed up with my breath. And I've used that trick for many years, and I can tell you that breathing properly has actually gotten me through some of the most traumatic times in my life. So work on that breath work. And tonight we're going to do some breathing also when we do our meditation. So the other thing tonight that I wanted to talk about was, hi Lauren, hi Odette, hi Marianne. The other thing I wanted to talk about was angels. And I feel like, I had said this a couple of weeks ago, but I feel like there are a lot of angels circling our earth right now. And the thing about angels is, angels are extremely powerful. Angels are always ready to help us, but they won't intervene unless we ask. So when you work with angels, you have to ask and you have to invoke them. And each angel has a certain energy, a color that's associated with them, a crystal that's associated with them. And angels also have certain little missions. Like Raphael, most of you know, is the healing angel. His aura is green, and emeralds or aventurine crystals are usually associated with Raphael. I work quite a bit with Raphael, but mostly I work in violet light. That's why you'll see a lot of amethyst crystals around anything that I do, like this. And this is a beautiful double-pointed amethyst wand. And so the properties, if you set a crystal, you can set that crystal to help you with certain angel energy. And angels will never intervene unless you ask them for help. They're always on the ready, always standing by. They're beautiful energy. Usually you'll know when you have tapped into angelic energy. Sometimes you'll see flashes of color depending on what angel, and sometimes you'll feel their presence, and sometimes you will hear a high-pitched noise, or one ear will start ringing or something like that, because they have a very high frequency angelic energy. So when I first became into my spiritual practice and stepped into my full mission, my full calling as a modern day mystic, I first started to work with angels, because angels were very, very familiar to me. I was brought up in a very traditional religion where angels were invoked and prayed to, and we had angel feast days and things like that. So for me, angels were something that was very symbolic of divinity, of God. And so I started to study angels, and I spent about 2 years completely studying angels and working with angels. And so while I still don't consider myself an expert, I do channel quite a lot of angelic energy, and they'll pop in once in a while. But tonight I'm going to bring the angels in for us, because I feel like they're really present around the earth right now, and that they're waiting for us to call them in. And I feel like that is because we obviously are healing the earth now with all the chaos and confusion that's happening, because don't forget, the high vibe of that polarity is when we're confused or we're in chaos, it means something's changing. It means that we see something's not working, we're rebelling against it, we're pushing against it, we have polarity, and that something really great is going to come from that. History shows us that. Every time structures break down, a new structure is put in its place that's better than the one before. And that's where our optimism and hope comes in. So working with angels is really fitting for that, because angelic energy is very light, it's very joyful, it's healing, it's comforting. So if you have any kind of an angel that you think about, or you're named after, or you feel an energy for, a lot of people are very devoted to Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel is an angel that is very present in my life. I oftentimes pray to the Archangel Gabriel for clear messages when I'm doing readings and astrology charts for people, or simply when I just need a decision to be made, or I have a conflict in my life. And Archangel Gabriel is a beautiful copper energy that comes in if we ask. And like I said, if you're ever in need, don't assume the angels are around you. You must ask them to intervene and have assistance. They may come and stand by you. They may come and you might feel their presence. But if you want them to intervene, you have to say, angels, please come, I need your help. As soon as you invoke them, they come. Gabriel is also a very special angel to me because Gabriel is a messenger angel. He's the angel that came to the Blessed Mother in the Catholic religion during the birth of Jesus and said, you are going to have a child. So Gabriel is very symbolic of clear messages and giving messages and receiving messages. He is supposed to be the angel that takes those messages straight to God. So very special angel, very cherubic. I always picture him with beautiful curly blonde hair. You can picture him any way you want. We have angels in our mind, pictured a certain way, but truthfully, angels are simply light and light beings, and they really don't have a sex or a hair color or anything like that. They're just light beings. So if anybody has any questions, hi Kim, if anybody has any questions about angelic energy or angels, I can answer those. And my intention tonight is I'd like to bring as many people as we can together. If you want to, tag anybody in this post, please do. If you want to share the post, please do. I just want to simply do a meditation to bring in beautiful angelic energy with the intention of healing us, healing the earth. We have a tremendous amount of energy right now, which is very chaotic and violent and not healing. But I can only think that that energy is something that is meant to heal. Things are coming out into the light. And I know from my own personal spiritual journey over the last several years, last couple of decades, that the things that we keep in the dark, in the shadow, as we like to call it in the spiritual world, things that are in our shadow, things that are dark, those things can't heal unless we bring them into light. And although we're seeing a lot of ugliness in the world, I don't want to judge it, because I also know that when someone has a wound, it can't be healed in the dark, right? Surgeon, if you ever walk into an OR, the lights are so bright in an operating room, right? Surgeons cannot do surgery in the dark. Well, humans can't heal in the dark. We can only heal in the light. So whatever is happening on our streets and out in broad daylight, and we're being fed it in our media, those are wounds that are being thrown all over the streets. And those wounds have to come into light in order to heal. A lot of them are very awkward conversations to have about what's happening. They're awkward conversations to have with coworkers and all kinds of people who maybe don't look like you. And a lot of us have repressed much of that over many years because we don't want to talk about inequality. We don't want to talk about politics that may not be true and righteous. We don't want to talk about disasters and murder and violence. And we shouldn't really give it a tremendous amount of attention where it's not warranted. But we shouldn't judge those things either, because it has to come out to the light in order to heal. It has to be spoken about. It has to be told. The story has to be told. So, and eventually that will become part of our history. 2020 will become part of our history. I saw a really funny meme on Facebook today where somebody posted that the new slang for someone being crazy is 2020, because the year 2020 has been so volatile and unpredictable and just crazy, and so many things have happened that now people are going to say, oh, he's 2020, meaning he's nuts, I thought that was pretty funny. I think that'll easily be adapted, I think, very much so. So if you guys are ready, if you have any questions, I can certainly answer them. If you're ready, we're going to do a very quick meditation, then we'll come back on and chat a little bit, because I want to hear what you guys feel during a meditation and what you really, what if anything happens during a meditation. So what I always like to do when I meditate is I like to shut off lighting. I don't have anything on. Sometimes I'll play music. But I also like to just take a few minutes and relax and make sure that my body isn't holding a lot of stress. And so I'm going to bring you guys to a place where maybe we can take your stresses down and just trust. Part of meditating is surrender. And you will get thoughts and things will come into your head, and you just can't resist them. Because when we resist things, that's when they become more prominent in our life. When we resist things, we have to let things flow. So if you find your mind wandering, you know, oh, did I let the dog out, or oh, did I turn the oven off, or whatever it might be. If you find yourself wandering like that, just think of it as a cloud and allow it to go through your mind, not resisting it. You know, just let it go, just flow from one end to the other, and that will feel so much better for you, I think. So I don't know how many people we have online, but I am going to ask you to just relax. If you're sitting back or laying down, just get a little bit more relaxed, maybe drop into your body a little bit. And just breathe. Take one great big inhale and just let it out with a big whoosh, exhale. And allow your mind to just settle in. I'm actually going to put on some soft music for us. So just breathe in and out. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. And just focus on breath. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Let your breath just get really relaxed and breathe in beautiful, clean, fresh air. And breathe out all of the worries, the dis-ease of the day. Dropping in a little bit heavier. Your legs and your arms feel a little bit heavier. And you're just dropping in. Rhythmic breathing, circular breathing. The breath of life, healing, comforting, light, love. Picture this beautiful breath coming through your nose, your nostrils. Beautiful violet light, vibrant. Breathing it in, feeling it go through your sinuses, up your cheekbones, into your scalp. Feel this beautiful violet light come into your body. I am breathing violet light in. I am breathing out worry and dis-ease. I am breathing in beautiful, fresh love, healing, peace, calm. I am breathing out tension, debris. Maybe our legs are getting a little bit heavier. Our back drops heavier into the chair. Breathing in that beautiful violet light of divinity, of the angels, of healing. Let the light come into your scalp, down the back of your head, your neck. This beautiful violet light is coming down your shoulders, the pit of your throat, your chest and your back body. It's warm, liquid violet, healing, peace, calm, cool, fresh, loving. You feel so loved, so comforted by this light as it pours down through your chest and back into your heart, reminding you of the joy that you have had in your life. Think of that moment, a beautiful, joyful moment when you were at peace, loved, comforted, healthy, whole. Let this beautiful violet light come down further into your belly, over your hips, down your legs, your knees, your calves. Beautiful violet light traveling down your ankle, into your feet, each toe, coming out the bottoms of your feet and back up around into the crown of your head. This beautiful circular violet light pulsating, bringing love, peace, healing to every cell of your body, your blood, your bones, your skin. Every atom is glowing with this beautiful violet light of the angels, of divine creator, of unconditional love. You are so loved. Your body is vibrating with every bit of light, feeling this love, healing you, bringing peace and calm to every atom of your body. This beautiful violet light is energizing you, dissolving your body into light. You are now one with this beautiful violet light. You are the light. You have become a beautiful violet pulsating orb of love. If there is anywhere in your body that needs this healing light, focus there while your body dissolves into the light and becomes one with this beautiful divine violet pulsating light. And now your body is so light you feel like you are floating. A beautiful creature of light, love, healing, joy. You feel yourself expanding into this light and slowly floating upwards, this beautiful bubble of violet light. So loved you are, so comforted, so healed and joyful, floating on a beautiful bubble of violet peace. Floating above the room, above the house, into the sky. A beautiful night sky. You are a beautiful violet orb, floating high, pulsating with beautiful joy and love, connected to the stars around you. All the colors of light radiate in this beautiful black night sky, like stars of infinite love. And as you float among these stars, you realize these beautiful colors: the yellow, the white, the red, the green, the blue, orange. They are not stars, they're angels floating with you. You're floating in a beautiful night sky of light, light beings of every color of the rainbow. All of the angels are floating with you. And now float among the angels as the beautiful creature of light that you are. Allow them to heal you and bring you comfort and love. Speak to your angels, laugh with them. Let them bring you any messages they have for you. I'll give you a few moments to speak to these beautiful angels of light with their beautiful rainbow colors. Spending time with these beautiful, beautiful light beings in love, floating through the sky. You're floating with the angels now, feeling so much love and joy and peace, healing. Love like you've never felt before, pure and unconditional. And now as you look down, you can see beautiful Mother Earth. And you send this beautiful energy to her with all the angels surrounding you. You can do anything in this powerful, powerful light. And you are sending love to everyone on the planet, joined in this beautiful light of the world. And you are still glowing with the violet light. And now it has every color of the rainbow surrounding it, as you give this beautiful joy and this beautiful healing to everything on the planet. Now it's time to just float and spin with these beautiful angels. Enjoy their comfort and peace in your own being. You can see yourself flying around the outside of the earth, joyful, laughing. And if there's anyone on the other side that wants to fly with you and has a message for you, let them come in now, surrounded by the angels of joy and peace and love. Feel their love from the other side coming forth, coming through to help you heal, be at peace, and love one another. Now embrace these beautiful angels one by one. Allow their love to enter into your heart space. In every color of the rainbow there is, entering into your heart as you glow in the beautiful violet orb that you started from. Embrace each angel as you pull away and start to float slowly back down to earth, renewed, refreshed, knowing how loved you are, healed, sending that healing to everyone on beautiful Mother Earth, healing the planet with this divine energy as you float now back into the blue sky, the white clouds. You can see your home, where you are. Now you can see the room you started in. You see the couch or chair where you were sitting, and you go back into your body slowly, still glowing with the beautiful violet light of unconditional love and healing. And now bring that beautiful violet light into your heart space in a comfortable size, smaller and smaller. Tuck it in there. This beautiful unconditional love, the violet light, the highest vibration, healing, peace, love, calm. And tuck it into your heart space and know it is part of you. You are loved. You are connected to the angels. You are connected to unconditional love, healing, and comfort. And you can tap into that anytime you wish. And when that beautiful violet light is comfortable in your heart space, slowly come back into your body. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes, open your eyes, and come back into the room. And I'll take any questions or comments. Hi, Christine. Hi, David. I'll take any questions or comments. How was that meditation for you all? I know not everyone can meditate easily, but hopefully that brought you guys to a place where you can at least relax and feel comforted and feel a little bit more calm and relaxed and peaceful and healing. Does anybody have any comment or question that they want to ask about meditation or mindfulness? Okay, so one of the other reasons why I wanted to do a meditation this evening, not just because I feel the world needs it, but also because it's been shown that mindfulness, when we meditate, it actually has healing properties. And just 10 minutes a day of meditation can actually heal tumors, it can heal chronic illness, all kinds of things. It's not meant to take the place, of course, of you visiting your doctor or anything, but it certainly can make you feel more at ease and more healthy than you would feel without it. They did studies in Harvard and all kinds of hospitals and universities, and they found that meditation actually, or even just relaxation, actually boosts your immune system. So especially now with COVID and pandemics in the air and all these super germs, it's really important for us to practice self-care by allowing ourselves that bit of relaxation every day. It actually resets our immunities. So it's really, really great. I do not see your Aunt Susie, David, but you should see your Aunt Susie if you close your eyes, or if you want to speak to her. I know you recently had a death, and my condolences there, but I think that that you would definitely be able to tap into her if you want. Thank you, Rose. I hope that you do feel healing energy. And I want to also talk about, when I meditate, I go in very, very deep, and you don't have to do that. A meditation can just be a walk in the woods, or having coffee on your deck in the morning, or a little bit longer shower. Just do something that makes you feel like you're connected to yourself. Because I think what's happening in this energy in the world today is we're doing so many things, and we're so distracted by so many things that we're not connecting with ourselves. And that's really what meditation is about. Oh, I'm glad, Kim. I hope that it's restoring for you. It really, really is. Meditation will really make you feel restored and renewed. I know whenever I'm having a really hectic schedule, I always take 5 minutes out, even if it's lunchtime in the car, and I just try to really just veg out. And this video will be saved on the Facebook page, and I also put them all on my YouTube channel. So if anybody has to replay it, you can. I might even edit it and just do the meditation part, so you guys can just play with that. There are meditations on my website, zenkuda.com, and there's also meditations on my YouTube channel. When you go on the YouTube channel, it's categorized. So there's astrology and tarot, meditations, living Zenkuda, all that stuff. Thank you, John. I love having you on the show. I can't wait till we have a real show and back in the studio with my guests and everything. But I think tonight our angel was a beautiful guest. This angel is very special. As I said, she's usually in my healing room, and many of the ladies that have come to me for healing know her very, very well. She's very special, and a lot of times, hi Angela, and a lot of times things happen when my angel is in the room. And these beautiful rosary beads that she has on her are actually from the cathedral at Quebec, Saint-Anne-du-Pré, who, for those of you who know, was the mother of the Blessed Mother Mary. So I have a lot of artifacts in my home that are very, very meaningful. And, meditation is really just an intention. And so much of our life is really just an intention. So what I would implore you all to do in the weeks to come, because it's going to be a very hectic summer, a very chaotic summer, and we want to connect with ourselves, remain connected in ourselves. That really helps. It gives us a better quality of life, especially when we can practice mindfulness and be fully there and present in our conversations, in everything. You can't get the moments back once they're gone. But I also think that we have to remember that we need to be spontaneous sometimes in that, and have little tricks that bring us back to our presence. I know sometimes I actually will just look at the palm of my hand. And if you ever really study the palm of your hand, it has so many lines and things in it, it's just kind of miraculous. So sometimes when I need to connect with myself again, I just look at my palm, and I feel myself reconnecting with me and who I am, and that I'm really just a spirit in this body, and that I have to live in this body for this lifetime. And so I need to fully partake of the experiences, because there was a reason why I was put here There's a reason why I'm here in this moment, why I'm here with you right now, and I want to fully experience it, because evolution is the reason we're here, and we need to experience things in order to change and grow. So we are in difficult times, and I think that you can do any meditations, anything at the drop of a hat. Just connect with yourself, really check in and feel it. Like focus on, your lower abdomen, focus on that solar plexus area under your rib cage, and really feel who you are. Because the reason why these things are all going on in the world right now is because the world wants us to do that. It wants us to come home to the connection in ourselves. And we do have the power to do that anywhere we are. Oftentimes people say to me, oh, I can't meditate. And I say, if you can breathe, you can meditate. So I don't know if anybody else had any kind of experience or felt anything during the meditation. I'd love to hear. I don't know if anybody really felt the violet light. Usually that's pretty profound for me. The violet light on the spectrum of the rainbow is the highest vibratory frequency that we have. And so I oftentimes work in violet light because when I heal, I want to raise someone's vibration. So that's the story. So I'm running out of things to say, so get some comments on here, people. I find it challenging sometimes to do an hour show by myself. I'm used to having all my guests. So I think I might go to a Zoom platform so I can do that for the next couple of weeks. We'll see how ambitious I am. So has anybody been meditating out there? I'd love to hear about what you do specifically to drop in. Is there something that you do on a regular basis that actually brings you into, a moment of solitude and quiet and introspection? I guess not. There's a delay on this, so I have to wait. So I'll talk a little bit about my crystals. I guess I could do that. This is an amethyst crystal. As I said, I work in the violet light a lot. This is a double pointed wand. A lot of my crystals are gifted to me, I will admit. However, some of them are ones that I choose. When you're choosing crystals, what I usually like to do is feel them, hold them in my hand, and that's why whenever you buy crystals, if you're in a crystal store or something, you really want to take them home and set them, because other people have probably touched them as well. So you want to make sure they have your energy in it. And you can actually designate crystals for certain things. Like this is a healing crystal that I definitely assigned it to be a healer crystal. This is something that is a heart opener, heart chakra crystal. I use this usually when I charge my Reiki bed before a client comes. This will be in the area of the heart chakra. It's a beautiful, beautiful crystal. If you're sensitive and you hold this, you will absolutely feel compassion in this stone, because I set it that way with the energy of intention. And that's what I was going to say before. Meditation is intention. Whatever you want to happen when you allow your mind to drift into a different frequency will happen. If there's a past life you want to know about, or a decision you have to make, or if you want to have clarity on something, simply ask before you go into a meditative state, and more than likely you will get an answer regarding the particular situation that you're inquiring about. I don't have a yoga class, David. I'm not a yoga teacher. And so intention is everything. And that's why in these difficult times that we're all in, definitely set your intentions for joy and love and for bringing peace into the world. If we can meditate for a few minutes every day and send that out, I think that it would make such a difference in what's going on around us right now. So I'm just looking on the camera at my beautiful angel. She's so lifelike. And she's been through a lot of things with me, so she's very dear to me. So that's great, Kim, because you're really setting the whole intention. Kim said that when her mind wanders, she says, Kim, you are meditating, and it's helped her. Yeah, always put a positive spin on it. I think that's really, really important. And breathing is definitely a big deal. There's all kinds of breathing exercises that we can do. Usually when I do my events, if I do a meditation event or a healing event, I do a lot of breath work with people beforehand, before we get really into the nitty-gritty of the meditation, because it really does set things. And that box breathing, that 4-part box breathing that the Navy SEALs use, it's like 16 seconds and you're in a different mindset, and it's really, really beautiful. So I would be practicing that a lot. So I have a couple of things coming up. My next Tuesday, I will not be doing a Tuesday live. I actually have a private thing that I have to do. But I will be on Thursdays at 6:30 on govsradio.com and Govs Online, and of course on this Soul Space. I will always be doing that. I also am going to be having many, many more videos on my YouTube channel and doing some YouTube lives. So if you're looking for me, you might not see all my stuff on the Facebook media. You would probably see it more on our YouTube channel and of course my website. All right. I collect a lot of angelic things. There was a lot of there was a time in my life when I was completely into angels. I wasn't into anything else. That was my one vehicle, was angels, and I just loved the energy of angels. And when I was first starting to really work with my psychic powers and my above my five senses life, the angelic realm really was an aid to me and a help to me. So in meditation, the angels will come often. I felt that when I was on my journey, especially in the beginning, that the angels were almost propelling me forward into my purpose in life. They were such a beautifully non-judgmental, like, I don't even know the word, and you always know when you're having a spiritual experience because there is no word to describe it. If you can describe it in our earth language, it probably isn't a spiritual experience because there are no words for the spiritual experience. But the angels were so light and so beautiful, and I felt so loved in their presence. And when I first started to embark on my really deep, deep work, I was very alone in my life and really had no one, and had never really experienced that depth of solitude before. And so the angels were my friends. And I know there were very many times when I could tell you stories when the angels intervened and really saved me from accidents or things in very precarious situations. And so they became my friends. And I know that sounds a little bit odd, off to many people, but yeah, I would say from like 2009 when I battled cancer, in 2010 to probably 2012, 13, the angels were my main guides. Now, of course, I've ascended into other realms, but the angels for a good 4 or 5 year period were really the ones that propelled me forward. They showed me what my gifts were. They opened my gifts. They actually would tell me, you know, what to do, either in a reading or in automatic writing, and really were for a very long time guiding my journey. But it was because I asked them. If you don't ask angels, they don't do it. They're just kind of at the ready and stand by. So, hey Jackie, how are you? So that's pretty much our meditation, our show. We have about 5 more minutes left if anybody has any questions. I do tend to go on about angelic energy a little bit. I have so many books about angels in my house. As I said, I used to study them. And I would actually pick a different angel like every week, and that would be the angel I would study. And it was really, really beautiful. And so it propelled me forward. And I also think working with angels as I did, and anyone can, they also accelerated my journey, because when I really connected with them, the messages that I got were very clear and really set me on beautiful paths. So for those of you who are, you know, starting your spiritual journey or starting to meditate, or only, you know, a couple years in deep into the journey of a lifetime, look up angels and feel angelic energy and work with angels. Get angel cards. You know, use angelic energy in your intentions. Metatron is another beautiful angel. That's why you'll see a lot of violet on my tables usually and my altars, because I do work with Metatron a lot. He's not to be taken lightly. Metatron comes in, you're going to know it. He's a very powerful angel. So if anybody has any questions that they want to ask me, just fire away on the comments. Hopefully we'll have the live call-in show back on. I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 weeks. We're actually renovating the studio over at Govs, so it's going to be beautiful. And that's about it. They're going to cut me off in a few minutes for the next show. And if there's anything that you guys would like to see on the Soul Space, please drop me a line and let me know what you'd like to do. I hope you enjoyed our meditation this evening. I will save that on the Facebook page for any of you who want to go back to it. If you missed the meditation, just take a few minutes and close your eyes, and please, please send love and healing to the world. The earth needs it so desperately. And the one thing I can assure you is that we are all connected. Whether you agree with someone's politics or opinions about anything, we are still connected. Thank you so much. I love you all, and join me next week, Thursday, 6:30. Bye-bye.